Is your business stuck in the cycle of endless meetings, unclear goals, and the same problems popping up over and over again? You're not alone. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 powerful lessons from the book Traction by Gino Wickman, so you can finally get a grip on your business, not the other way around. Hi, I'm Kenny Harper with Growth Amplifiers, and we help business owners and advisors and their teams get clear, get aligned, and grow on purpose. Traction is one of the most practical books you can read if you want to run a better business. But reading it is one thing. Actually applying these ideas is where the magic happens. Stick around to the end because I'll share a free resource that'll help you put these lessons into action right away. Lesson number 1, get crystal clear on your vision and make sure everyone knows it. So many business owners keep the vision in their head, but if your team can't repeat it, if they don't understand it, they definitely can't execute it. In EOS, this happens through the Vision Traction Organizer. It's a simple 2-page tool to define your mission, your 10-year target, your 3-year picture, your 1-year plan, and your quarterly rocks. For example, one of my clients had a vague goal. They wanted to grow their business. However, they were having trouble getting their team to execute, put the right projects and priorities in place because no one really knew what growing the business was. They were heading in different directions. Big, better, they can mean different things to different people. So once we created the vision, wrote it down, and created a clear 3-year picture with revenue targets, customer profiles, and specific milestones, the whole team could see exactly where they were going. Suddenly, these day-to-day decisions had context. People had clarity. And with clarity, that creates alignment. And with alignment, that creates traction. So the tip to take away there is to make sure that you have your vision written out and you share it with your team and everyone understands it. Everyone's on the same page, paddling in the same direction. Lesson number 2, get the right people in the right seats. This idea is very simple, but it's huge. Right people means they share your core values. You want people to fit into the culture. If you have values of integrity and honesty and doing the right thing, you don't want people who are just looking to find the fast route or just go after their own goals. You want to make sure that you've got the right people, right? It makes a big difference. You'll have a better culture and it'll work together more as a unit. And the right seats means they're truly capable of doing the job well. You wouldn't want to have someone who is really great, but they're in the wrong seat and they're underperforming. They're not able to hit their goals and they're demotivated. You're probably frustrated. It's a lose-lose. Get them in the right seats, taking the right actions, and you could have a win-win. They're feeling happy doing the thing that they like to do, and they're doing it well, so it's making the business work better as well. EOS uses the People Analyzer. It's a tool to score people against your business's values and the GWC test. Do they get it? Do they really get the job? Do they understand it? Do they want it? Do they have the desire to do it? And do they have the capacity to do it? For example, a business I worked with had a superstar salesperson, but their behavior was constantly clashing with the other team members. This caused a lot of stress and wasn't worth the sales that they brought in because they were causing more flack with the other team members and disrupting productivity. Using this tool, it helped the owner get clarity and confidence to make a tough call, and the whole culture improved. So with people, you want to make sure you've got the right people that get it, want it, have the capacity to do their job well. Make sense? You have clear vision and you got the right people doing the right things, you're bound to be making some, what? Oh, you know it, traction. Lesson number 3, track a handful of numbers. Lesson number 3 is data. Most companies drown in information, but don't measure what really matters. EOS says that every business should have a weekly scorecard, a handful of leading indicators that show the health of your business at a glance. No more surprises at the end of the quarter. You'll know from week to week if you're on track or off track. For example, one firm I helped had dozens of metrics. They had way too many analytics, but never had the right ones. Once we focused on the 5 key numbers, like leads generated, proposals sent, and project capacity, they could actually spot the issues and make adjustments fast. So rather than trying to look at every analytics and getting overwhelmed with way too many things that you're trying to track, really focus on the metrics that are the most applicable. I like to look at lead measures, the actions that you can take that will influence and predict the result, and the lag measures, the metrics that you're really trying to achieve, the results. You can't just look at one or the other. You want to look at both. Are we taking the actions that move the needle, and are we getting the result that we're looking for? So pick the most critical ones, stay focused on it, track them in a scorecard. Lesson number 4, solve issues at the root. Lesson number 4, tackle your real issues. Don't just put out fires. In EOS, there's an issues list. It's not about making a list and ignoring it. It's about identifying, discussing, and solving. Identifying the real issue, not just the symptom. Discuss it openly, no sugarcoating. It's really helpful to have some healthy conflict. No one wants just somebody who will be a yes person and say, yes, it's a good idea, even if it's not a good idea. Encourage healthy conflict, discuss the idea, get down to the root. Then come to a conclusion. Define a solution so the issue stays solved. For example, one team kept missing deadlines. They thought they needed time management training, but after going through the IDS practice, they realized the root problem was unclear roles and overlapping responsibilities. Once they fixed that, deadlines stopped slipping. So this is something that you can do immediately. Start tracking the issues that continually come up. I like ranking them and defining which are critical, which ones are the absolute ones we've got to tackle, which ones we better tackle, and then which ones we could tackle at a later time. Not everything has the same weight. I tackle the most important pressing issues that are repeating, that take the most time and would be the most beneficial to solve first, and then work down the list. Lesson number 5, get traction with quarterly rocks. These rocks are the 3 to 7 most important priorities for the next 90 days. If everything is a priority, then nothing is. Rocks create focus. So every quarter, get your team to set some rocks, some big goals that will help move you towards your vision, and then create the action plan to get the job done. When you're meeting with your team each week, make sure that you're reviewing progress. And if you've defined a goal to be important, you created an action plan, but you're not making traction, then you've got to get down to the root issue. What is preventing the traction from happening? Make sure that you can clear the path and that everyone is firing, continually taking action in the right direction. For example, I had a small business owner that I was working with that used to set huge annual goals, but then got overwhelmed halfway through and petered out. They just became those goals that you set, but you never quite move them through the finish line. Now, breaking those goals down into 90-day rocks made it a little bit more doable. 90 days is not too much time where you lose that traction, but it's enough time to really move a big goal forward. You could break it down further in the action plan. In this case, they hit more of their goals in the year than they had in the previous 3 years combined. So those are the 5 biggest lessons from traction. Clarify your vision. Get the right people in the right seats, taking the right actions. Measure what matters. Solve the issues at the root problem, and then stay laser focused with rocks. These are simple ideas, but when you actually use them, they can transform your business. Now, here's the thing. Reading about EOS is easy, but implementing it can be tough, especially if you're running a day-to-day operations. That's why at Growth Amplifiers, we've created a simplified version to help you get these ideas into action that work for smaller businesses. If you want these free tools to clarify your vision, set clear goals, and help hold your team accountable so they're executing with confidence, click the link below. You'll find some practical worksheets and some guides that you can use right away, right now. And if you got value from this video, hit that like and subscribe button for more insights to help you amplify your business. Let me know in the comments, which of these lessons did you find most valuable that you think would be most helpful for your business? I'd love to hear that. I'm Kenny Harper with Growth Amplifiers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.